Bite-sized.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Gaikoku Gamers Bite-Sized. This is Mike coming at you through the ways of the interwebs. Tonight's discussion, Driveclub. Free edition. Nowhere's to be seen on PlayStation Plus, nowhere's to be seen on PlayStation Store. Unless you're in China. You can get it in Hong Kong. That's fine. You can make a Chinese account, go on there and see it. It says download free PlayStation Plus. But unfortunately, you don't have a PlayStation Plus account in China. And unfortunately, it's a country that doesn't offer any free trials like they do in the States and the UK and anywhere else. Usually you can get 2 to 14-day trials for free if you've never signed up before. But unfortunately, in China's section, you can't. So unless you have a Chinese credit card, it's not going to get it. Apparently, it's been delayed. It's not up yet on the store. The only one you can get is the $59.99 version, or if you have PlayStation Plus, you can get the $49.99 version. It's been a lot of buzz on the internet about it. People are absolutely pissed that they cannot get their game that they promised. There's a lot of people that want to try it out, and the only way we can try it, aside from buying it, is watching people stream. And by watching people stream, that means you're watching a guy race one car down a road, trying to beat times. Yes, there's some races that have computer-controlled cars, but the majority of them just seem to be time trials, and you're racing by yourself. Online is yet not working. All the servers are down. They're trying to figure out what's causing the server issue, so you can't even play the club portion of Driveclub. So right now it's just Drive. What else is not working? The weather is not implemented yet. That will be implemented later on this month in a downloadable patch. It's funny. That's one of the things they said earlier that they were absolutely impressed with, and they were so glad they could put it in, is the dynamic weather. Yet when they delayed it a year, shipped the game now, there's no weather, and that has to be patched. Same with the online, and I even heard that the online was going to be patched as well, but now the servers are all down, and Sony is kind of keeping tight-lipped about why Driveclub is the free version has been delayed. I'm going to speculate it's because the servers aren't up, and with those servers not being up, it would be not fair to have a bad experience for the free people. And that's what I've been hearing online. I'm thinking, what about the people that paid $60+ for it, plus the for the season pass, and they don't get to play the full version of the game, and they paid for it. It's kind of bad business. I think Sony's dropping the ball on this one big time. But from what people are seeing from the streams, it looks gorgeous, but plays like crap. And people are not impressed with it. And a lot of people that have it pre-ordered haven't gotten it yet because they're getting the disc-based version. It's just, there's like, I think it may cancel the pre-order. Fortunately, if you've pre-ordered the digital version of it, you can't cancel it. But if you've already pre-ordered the digital, you would have had it downloaded by now anyways. Well, unless you're in Europe, then it's not out until, I think, the 10th in some places and the 8th in others. I don't know. I was watching a lot of streams today. It is a gorgeous looking game, I have to say that. There's a lot of issues with it, though. There is no damage. I mean, well, dramatic damage like you would see in Forza. When your car comes in at the end, you'll see it scraped and scratched, and the paint scratched off and such. But there's not going to be any smashed windows. There's not going to be any side view mirrors smashed out. It's all the tracks are closed circuit, so there's usually a median or a guardrail either side of the track, so you're tethered to the road for every race. And what I've been seeing, in the full game, there's 50+ cars, 50 or 55 cars, all European. I think there's one U.S. car. There's no Japanese cars. No Lamborghinis. One of the more popular cars in Europe. Not in Driveclub. Probably going to be Lamborghinis coming in a DLC that you can buy, or probably you can get it with the season pass. Who knows? But so far, I think it's been I wouldn't say a terrible launch because everybody and their grandmother seems to be streaming the game. So there's been a lot of people that have been buying it. So I don't know. It's been successful, and I think in a sense that a lot of people are buying it. But unfortunately, there's nothing for them to do but race time trials and some computer opponents. And the whole aspect of the servers being down totally shuts down the whole social aspect of the game. Also, in streaming, it cuts out music. So any music that's playing in the game gets cut out. in the stream, so all you get to watch is a car going down the road, and you get to hear it. But like I said, it is gorgeous. It is an absolutely beautiful game. But I don't know. It's I hope they get the free version up soon because there's a lot of people that are, you know, that have both systems, the Xbox One and the PS4, and they're thinking Forza Horizon 2, Driveclub, which they've been waiting for, but they were hoping to get the free version when it came out so they can test it to see how well it plays. And of course, with the free version, you get the full game. It's just, you just get 11 tracks and a portion of the cars, but you have all the modes open. You can platinum the game in free mode. So, I mean, I just think they want to boost some sales personally. I think they just want to get some sales out there before releasing it. I mean, yeah, the servers aren't up. You can't play the full onslaught of the Driveclub portion of the game. But I mean, people that paid for it are playing it. You know, they think it's okay. I've been watching one mainstream tonight. He said graphics he'd give it a 10, physics 10, but the main portion of the game, of course, the gameplay portion of it right now is lackluster. So without the servers, he says it's about a 4 for gameplay. It's just, he says it's bland. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed with the cars themselves. But I don't know. I myself would really want to play this game. I've been waiting for it since day one. And I was really disappointed that it was not out today, and to be able to see it up for free in China, but can't get a hold of it. See, if this was on Xbox, you know, with Xbox Live and people in your family added to your family that have accounts on your system, all share your live account. Unfortunately, all accounts on PlayStation 4 do not share your PlayStation Plus account, so I can't use my Chinese account and go on and pick up, you know, the free version of Driveclub. I kind of wish I could. I kind of wish they had, you know, even a 2-day free trial, which would have been nice. But unfortunately, they don't. Japan does. I think they've got 14 days. I know the UK's got 14 days. US, I think, has a 2-day trial, and occasionally 14-day trials as well. But one place we can get this thing at, and it's just out of reach. And like I said, people on the message boards all over the place are just up in arms that they can't get to try this game. They don't want to spend the money right away because from what they've been hearing, it's not bad, but it's not great. And of course, with the online servers down and no weather, even though you're paying for the full game, you're still getting a broken game. And it's too bad that, you know, after a year's delay, makes you wonder why it took them a year to do what they have done. You know, it's your typical closed circuit racing game. And when the mainstream I was watching it, they asked him if it compares more to GT Gran Turismo or Need for Speed, he said it plays and feels a lot like a Need for Speed game rather than a Gran Turismo. He thought it was getting more of a sim because it's actually very, very much more an arcade racer. So if you're looking for a deep sim like Gran Turismo or even like Forza 5, it's definitely not in Driveclub. Though I like to see it streamed later with the servers up. And it's unfortunate they can't get them back up. I mean, they don't know why the servers are down and what's going on with them. And to have this happen on the 11th hour, especially in a game that was being touted as the best racer out there, I don't know. There's a lot of unhappy people right now with Sony as well as with the company that makes Driveclub. I can't think of the name right now. It's late. It's 6:30 in the morning, but yeah, I was staying up tonight. I wanted to get it because it was said it was supposed to be out later on in the morning, the 8th, probably around 5 o'clock Eastern, which is 6 o'clock at my time. But unfortunately, it's not. And I've been hearing now that it may be delayed till the 10th. Another 2 days. Yeah. You know, by then I probably wouldn't care. I know I probably just, you know, part of me wants to buy the game at $49. One thing about the PS in store, I don't pay tax. It's cheaper than Forza Horizon 2, but unfortunately, if I buy it for $49, I don't get a full game anyways. I don't get to play the online stuff and experience the way Driveclub the way it's meant to be experienced. Maybe they should add the patch so when the servers go back up and call it Driveclub Director's Cut, because this definitely is not a director's cut of the game. It's pretty much gimped, and you can only do so many time trials before it gets a little boring. And from what I've seen, though, in the time trials, is you're going to do this race. Here's this car. You're going to use this car. Wow, all right. You're going to. Yeah, I can't use the car in my stable of cars. That's crazy. There's also no tuning of cars. You can cosmetically change them with vinyl decals, as well as some, I think, parts. Maybe I think some, like, spoilers and tires and stuff. But there's no tuning of the cars like Forza or GT. So there's no physical modification. Don't know why they went that route, but that's one thing people were looking for, and unfortunately they're not going to get it with Driveclub. Will this be the end in the Driveclub? Will it tank by the time Project Cars gets out? Who knows? It may take off. People are looking at it and say, "Yeah, wow, it's pretty," but yeah, damn, it looks boring. And unfortunately, that's the case right now that it's going to be, because there's no online with it. And I don't think you're really going to see what it's capable of until the online servers come back up. And they have no estimated time for that. So it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week. Who knows? And it's really, really hurting, I think, the game in the long run. Not in the short run, because there's been a lot of... I say a lot of people bought it because there's a lot of people streaming it. Pretty much every second stream you see on the PS4 has been Driveclub. So, and that's both on Twitch as well as Ustream. So there's a lot of people with the game, just not the game that they want. Some people I saw just went out and bought it because I'm tired of waiting. I'm just going to buy the game and got it. Like, yeah, it's all right, but yeah, so that's about it in there. Definitely, if you have the game, let us know in the comment section of what you think of it. If not, are you planning on getting it, or are you just going to wait for Project Cars? Or if you have both systems, will you be getting Forza Horizon 2? Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We always like to see and hear from new people, so hit us up on YouTube and on our site at www.gaikokugamers.com for the latest and greatest in gaming news and reviews. Check us out. This is Mike. Adios.
Bytesized.